Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Code Realized Guardian of Rebirth. Yeah, in the middle of the airship race chapter. And I just realized this is chapter 7, so this is pretty much, we're getting there. Like, we're getting there. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I just realized this. Like, this is chapter 7, and we're gonna come, and then so a couple more parts, we'll be in Lupin's full path, and it'll be all new shit that we haven't seen before. Because, like, this part will probably wrap up this chapter. And then chapter 8 is the one where we go to the thing, and that's where we kind of start. Because, you know, we'll go explore with Lupin. So, yeah. And then we get into Oh my god, guys! We'll probably be into Lupin's path, like, by the end of the week. Because this is posting... What part is this? Oh, happy 4th of July! I think this is the 4th of July part. I think this is the part that's going up on the 4th of July. Let's see. It is! Happy 4th of July, everybody who's American and likes to blow shit up. My poor birds will probably be fucking traumatized some more. Well, okay, my crappy neighbors that live downstairs are gone, so... Not like directly below me. Those were nice old people. They're gone. But there were people that lived like on the first floor somewhere that decided that they wanted to set off fireworks one year behind our building. By the way, I could literally probably stick my arm off my porch and grab a tree. So, anywhere that shit's gonna land, you're gonna light something on fire, dumb fucks. Yeah, and because they were doing that, my poor bird, I can't cough. Sometimes I literally like go, and he freaks the fuck out. You can't put a cup down on the table without him having, like, PTSD, poor fucking thing. Loud noises scare him. Yeah, so, yeah. People and their fucking fireworks. Don't get me wrong, we did fireworks all the time when I was a kid, and I love fireworks, they're fun, but I wouldn't be lighting them out behind my house. Like, oh, let's see if it lands on the roof, I'm gonna burn down my apartment, or if it blows, like, an inch to the other direction, oh, we're gonna burn down the woods. Dumbass. Fucking morons. That's why people blow their hands off in America. Americans, we're not really smart. We're fucking stupid, but... Anyway, happy 4th of July. I hope you have fun, like, blowing shit up, if that's your thing, or going to see fireworks. I will just be listening to them. I will not be going anywhere. Oh, but I'll be enjoying, because right now I have the day off. Not when I'm recording this, but when you're watching this, I have the day off, because, it's a national holiday in the middle of the fucking week. It's weird. But I also took Thursday and Friday off, so yay for me! Yay, future me has a nice 5-day weekend for no fucking reason other than to play video games and just hide in my hobbit hole and not talk to anybody. Except for you guys, because I'm recording games for you guys. But anyway, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. It's still June right now. Anyway, the starting signal sounds and our airship rises into the sky. This is actually a good part, because we're going to be blowing shit up kind of in this part, right? Each other. Good enough. I have a subtle feeling of weight. Probably the floor pushing up on me. Rising at full speed to race altitude. So far, so good, Impey. We got the best start out of all of them. Impey and I look at each other, hearing Lupin's report. It seems like we're off to a promising start. It makes me so nervous. We already knew we were going to win, and we know, but it's still one of those, like... You knew when you were playing it the first time that we were going to win, but you're still like, but I still wonder. Anyway. It appears all the airships have entered the course. And off to a head start is a new entry joining us for the first time. The HMS Impey, the Princess, and her servants. Impey! Did you seriously register us under that name? No, you have a sense of humor. That name's a bit long, so we're gonna shorten it to the HMS Princess and Servants. What the? Cut out the most important part! It's like you read our minds. What? You guys don't want me? You really don't want me? No time to mess around. Incoming attack from 4 o'clock. Turn to 2 and escape. Turn to 2 and escape. There's an attack coming at 4 o'clock. You should turn to 2 and escape. It's really hard to get Lupin's voice excited. Oh, there we go. That was better. Okay. Gotcha! Turning full speed, 2 o'clock! They've started attacking already. What a hot-blooded bunch. Ah, my boys. Suddenly, an explosive noise rattles the windows. Are we hit? No, that wasn't us. It was a different airship. Oh my. The race just started, but the purple lightning... Oh, that's the commenter. I was like, wait, what? How do we know what their name is? Oh my, the race just started, but the Purple Lightning Sky Pirates have already advanced to second by shooting down a ship. We're getting a Morse code transmission from the second-place ship. You're next, Imbe. Have fun going down in flames. Why? Why do they hate me so much? Ah, the Sky Pirates think that Imbe stole the ship from them. I sent them a message back. If you want to beat me, you'd better be ready to die. Good luck, manure brains. Whoa! Why are you agitating them? I love Lupin's smile. He's like, I sent them a message back. Come and get me, fuck faces. I see the Purple Lightning Sky Pirates have picked up speed. Its guns are dead set on the HMS Princess and servants. Impe, you should be able to see London's outer wall on the left. From here on out, try to keep us at a height of at least 500 meters. Roger that. I'll avoid their attacks while staying at this altitude. I mean, that's hard. You can't go up or down. You gotta stay at the same height. Like, that's rough, man. Their gun barrels are turning. They're about to fire. We hear an explosion and feel a jolt. Whoa, the HMS Princess and Servants has been hit. Black smoke is rising from the airship's gondola. Damage report. No change in gas pressure. We're good. The engine's functioning normally. I went to check the damage. The shot merely grazed the exterior. There are no problems. Right. We're going to distance ourselves in one leap. Victor set the engine all the way into the red zone. Pushing it to the red. Check. Captain Impe, the engine is literally screaming. The heat is incredible. It's better than being shot down. He's like, we're going to fucking melt. The ship gains altitude, skidding through the sea of clouds. Soon, a huge mountain of clouds appears before us. What luck! Let's head right in! We plunge into the cloud without an ounce of hesitation. Once we're in this world of pure white, the ship's bow rises. Then, when we pull out of the cloud, the enemy ship is flying far below us. I guess you have to be at least 500 meters, maybe what I'm guessing then. Spacey, how's our altitude? Are we still good? We're just under the flight limit, but we're fine. It seems the Purple Lightning Sky Pirates have lost sight of the HMS Princess and servants. Nice. Full speed ahead. The ships that had fallen behind have picked up the pace and have caught up with the Purple Lightning Sky Pirates. While everyone is jockeying for position, the HMS Princess and Servants has gained a significant lead. However, there's no shooting going on. It seems they're sending one another light signals. What's this? It looks like all the ships are going to cooperate in order to take down the HMS Princess and Servants. Seriously? They aren't about to let a first-timer take the championship. Suddenly, the airship shakes violently. Shots fired at our lower armor. We have a hole in our hull, but it's small. Saint Germain delivers this grave news in an absolutely deadpan voice. There's a problem in gas bag number 12. I'm dumping ballast water to adjust our buoyancy. 7 o'clock! A full barrage coming from below. Take evasive action. On it! The airship tilts wildly. Shots avoided. That was pretty good. The HMS Princess and Servants isn't giving up. They've avoided a concentrated attack from the other ships. Impe, what are you going to do? If this keeps up... If we were only up against one ship, it would be a different story. But there's so many! Impe grips the wheel grimly. A single line of sweat runs quietly down his cheek. Suddenly, we hear an explosion. Not just one, but a series of booming bursts going on and on. But we're not shaking, so we weren't hit. What's causing all that noise? Wow, what's going on? A round of sweeping shots is coming through the clouds to attack the impromptu team. Ships are going down in flames one by one and disappearing into the clouds. Someone else is attacking the other ships? I wonder if they're trying to help us. Nah, that guy isn't helping us. If anything, he's our greatest enemy. A piercingly loud peal of laughter fills the skies. A new heavily armored airship has appeared from the clouds beneath us. That's the one that took out the others. How do you like this? Impey and Victor, behold my prototype battleship, the HMS Fulton. I was afraid this would happen. How can he have better flight performance when it's so heavily armored? No fair. We both knew you were doomed to fail the moment you stepped in the ring with me, a true genius of science. Prepare to return to the ground as dust. The ship shakes with an ungodly loud sound, and I'm thrown against a bulkhead. Yo, look, we got a view of the floor. I don't remember this the first time we played. Spacey, are you hurt? Say something. Impey can't take his hands off the wheel, so he shouts from where he's sitting. I'm fine, don't worry about me. Keep flying. Right. What about the rest of you? The engine's been shot. One of the turbines is damaged. Another of the gas bags is done for. I've tossed out the rest of the ballast water. If we lose another, we're going down. Things are getting exciting up here, everyone. It's a one-on-one battle right before the goal. Will the HMS Princess and servants be able to escape? Or will Nemo's HMS Fulton blow the princess and servants to pieces? Whose airship will reign supreme? Ugh, this is more like a war than a race. He's yelling like it's some kind of show, but our lives are at stake here. Impey, at this rate... I guess I have no choice. Good thing I had an idea just in case something like this happened. Impey reaches out and forcefully hits the switch on the panel labeled Danger Do Not Touch. The entire airship shakes thunderously, and I hear a shout of surprise from Van Helsing at the rear deck. Yeah, Helsing. Ah! I imagine Van Helsing screams like a girl, just for funsies. Like, you hear a shout of surprise, like, God damn it, Impey. Ah! Just kidding. Oh, God, funny. Anyway. Impey, a huge machine just showed up back here. What is this? A huge machine? I didn't know you'd put anything back there. Always save the best for last. It's the only weapon on this ship. Let's deliver our secret fist to Nemo's face. Impey, the engine's going up in flames. There's nothing an amateur like me can do about it. Impey, if you're going to hit him, do it quick. That creep's about to take another shot at us. One thing at a time, boys. There's only one of me to go around. Impey, there's only one of you, but I can do something to help. There's no time. What should I help with? Oh, we're supposed to assist with the repairs, but isn't prepare for a counterattack the one that... It says assist with the repairs. I think we're going to be fine because we're on Lupin's path, and if we choose it, I think... Wait, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't say. I thought it said that as long as you choose, as long as you choose, like, to go down Lupin's path, because the prepare for a counterattack is the one where we get to fling Van Helsing out the back. If we assist with the repairs, you know what I mean? And I kind of want to redo that scene because that was just fucking amazing. So I think, you know what? I'm going to save it though, just in case. But I don't think we're going to have any problems. But, okay. Let's just, I want to do the counterattack because I want to fling Van Helsing out the thing again because that scene was the fucking best and I want to relive it. So we're going to go off script here. We're going to go off guide and do this. I don't think this one little thing is going to change our path because we've already said we're on Lupin's path. We're on Lupin's path. The decisions we make in his chapter are what matters, but I'm going to prepare to hit them back. You want to send them down before they do the same to us? Got it. I'm going to keep piloting from here. Sadie G, leave the engine to Victor and go join Van Helsing on the rear deck. Aye, Captain. Sure, you can leave things to me, but there's only so much I can do. Just hurry. I don't know what you plan to do, but if you mean to attack, hurry up and do it. And I'll tell you what to do from here. I need you to go join Van Helsing. Right. I'm sorry, we have to do this. This is the best fucking scene in the game. It's my favorite. It was so fucking great the first time we saw it. Following Impey's directions, I rushed to the rear deck. Saint Germain and Van Helsing are already there. Between the two of them is something very large. And what's that? Some kind of golden sphere is next to it. Are you all there? The manual to the secret weapon should be right there, so start reading. Spacey, I'm going to focus on piloting, so I'm going to leave operating the weapon to you. Me? All right. I start reading the manual as the ship is rocked by more explosions. Here are the instructions. 1, get Van Helsing into capsule. Excuse me? What did you say you were going to do to me? I want to do a lot of things to you, but right now we're getting you in the capsule. If he questions you, ignore him and continue. This is an emergency, and sacrifices must be made. What is that supposed to mean? Impey, I know you can hear us. Answer me. Van Helsing, this truly is an emergency. There's no time to question the plan. I understand, but... Look, he looks so sad. He's like, yeah, I get it, but... Aw. He's like, guys. He's like, I understand, but... Van Helsing is to wear the vest inside with the wires attached to the specified points within the capsule. I guess if this is our one and only way to survive, then I don't have a choice. Our one and only way to survive this, then I don't have a choice. Van Helsing steps into the sphere and sits down. Saint Germain secures the lid. Next, bring the capsule to the tube and set it near the aperture. Saint Germain easily lifts the sphere containing Van Helsing and places it by the end of the tube. Hi. You should just roll him. Then, with great force, the capsule slides into the tube. Hey, what is this? What's going on? I need to understand what's happening. After he's in position, push the button to fire. Is this some kind of... I take a better look at the machine in front of me. It came up suddenly, and I didn't recognize it because of its strange shape, but it seems to be... a cannon? It's a Van Helsing cannon. So it seems. It seems to be a human cannon. Gold stars to you two. We're about to debut the Van Helsing cannon, invented by yours truly. Van Helsing cannon? That's actually pretty funny. Nice going, Impey. The Van Helsing cannon. That's pretty goddamn funny. It really fucking is. You're going to shoot Van Helsing at Nemo's ship? That's insane. Don't worry. It'll work because it's Van Helsing. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work with anyone else anyway. What about safety? It's fine. Oh, it might kill any ordinary person, but it's him. He'll be fine. I think I hear him shouting in there. Van Helsing can take it. He'll be fine. I love how everyone just thinks this is amusing. You're really emphasizing that this is for Van Helsing only. I'm starting to get worried. I'm like with Victor. Like, I know it's going to be fine, but it's still fucking hilarious. But everyone else is like, this is hilarious. This is great. Shove him in the cannon. And Victor's like, guys, this is just not right. I love it. As the argument goes on, Impey skillfully moves the airship and avoids Nemo's shots while approaching his ship. Spacey, now! Shoot him good! But... I'll do it. Saint Germain reaches past me and pushes the button without any hesitation. The cannon makes an incredible boom. This is the best. The capsule, trailing wires, soars through the sky and approaches Nemo's HMS Fulton. A snow projectile like that is no problem to shoot down with my superior super science. Not so fast. Say, GG, push the button again. Aye, aye. The Count presses the button once more. Whoa! The capsule opened. I love the CG. He's so fucking fine. Oh, I see. Van Helsing seems disgruntled at his treatment, but his eyes are locked on the enemy ship ahead. Thanks for being so understanding. We're counting on you, Van Helsing. It seems Van Helsing can still hear Impey, and we can hear Van Helsing too. The wires attached to him must have a small communication device attached. Impey, when I get back, you're gonna be in a world of pain. Look at how glowy his eyes are. It's amazing. I'll eat as much salt as you want later. For now, just look out. He's about to shoot. The weapons on the HMS Fulton are turning towards the cannon as we speak. Turrets big and small all facing us. Ha ha! Time to say goodbye. You'll be a great sacrifice for the advancement of science. Fire everything. This hurts my voice, Nemo. God, you hurt. Nemo's shout echoes across the sky, and more than 2 rows of cannons fire on us, their balls filling the air. That's what she said. This is nothing. That's what he said. Van Helsing knows how to handle his balls. That's all I'm saying. One of the cannonballs is coming right at him, but he calmly fires at the highly explosive projectile and diverts its path. We feel the heat of the explosion, but it doesn't do any damage to us. Van Helsing continues to reload and fire, targeting the projectiles on a collision course with our ship. What would they do without me? He shoots down one cannonball after another, and the air between our ship and Nemo's is filled with smoke and fire. Look at him, he's just like floating in the fucking air shooting shit. Van Helsing is fucking amazing. Perfect. After the indignity I've suffered, I have to let off some steam. A few minutes before, seconds after Van Helsing was shot into the air, the sky was filled with bright red as countless explosions went off. All I could do was sit in a daze and stare at the ongoing conflagration. But what's going on? I can't see anything because of all the flames. My, they're really going all out. I can see everything from here. He's using his shotgun to blow up the cannonballs. And, whoa! He's jumping from ball to ball. That's Van Helsing for you. Again, master of balls. His skills are superhuman. I hope Van Helsing's alright. Don't worry. I planned this knowing what that guy's capable of. He'll definitely take care of the job. We hear more explosions for a while. After a few minutes, the noise dies down. Then... Can you hear me? I've infiltrated the HMS Fulton, and I'm going to take down the crew one by one. Any questions? I sigh in relief when Van Helsing's voice comes through over the line. Good! Fight them, but don't kill anybody. An airship that size can't be piloted alone. They'll need an emergency landing. Got it. Van Helsing's reply to Impey's impossible order is short, but... Soon we start to hear a series of explosions off in the distance. Nemo's ship begins to fall into the clouds. Mission accomplished. Yeah, I knew you could do it. Oh, you didn't cut the wires, did you? No, I tied them onto the airship near my entry point. Nice! Get back there and hook yourself up to the wires again. We hear Van Helsing's running footsteps through the aether communicator. All the while, more small explosions are going off within Nemo's ship, perhaps due to whatever mayhem he was doing in there. I'm back at the entry point, and I've reattached the wires the way they were. So, how am I supposed to get back over to you? I have a bad feeling about this. Why, we do it all in reverse, of course. Say GG, one more time if you please. Here we go again. The Count smiles and presses the button one more time. He is such a sadistic bastard. Like, he's stabby with us. He's like, abusing Van Helsing is fun. You know, because he's like, you know, he wants us all to die because we all, you know, we're not good enough for him, right? He's like, this is great. A reel extending from the cannon begins to spin, retracting the wires at an incredible speed. Whoa! Whoa! We hear Van Helsing's surprised shout through the communicator. Not even 10 seconds later, Van Helsing literally flies back through the air, pulled by the wires. Oh! We don't have any way to catch him. The obvious happens. Grr. Van Helsing slams against the wall with extreme force. Van Helsing! Are you alright? Damn it. My vision's all blurry. Van Helsing holds his head for a little while, then slowly climbs up to his feet. Impey, be ready for some much-deserved pain later. Eek! Scary! But it couldn't be helped, right? This plan only worked because of your crazy strength. It only worked because of Van Helsing's abnormal sturdiness. You live up to your reputation as a human weapon. Just when we think that the victory is ours... Hey! I'm not done yet! Nemo's voice cuts through the air, even though he should have fallen already. We rush to look outside and see the HMS Fulton still chasing us among the clouds. Wow, he's so persistent. He still wants to fight. That's impossible. He's got no crew and his ship's a wreck. There's no way he can control it in that state. Just as Impey says, the HMS Fulton rises above the clouds for a moment, then begins to sink down below. Remember this! I may have lost this round, but my soul still burns with a passion for science. I'll be challenging you again. I will. You'll see. Oh, God. I'd rather you didn't. You haven't seen the last of me. Yes, we have. Just crash already. Once again, Lupin says what we're all thinking. Finally, the HMS Fulton sinks out of sight. We all take a breath in relief. My job here is done. We just need to make it back to the finish line now, right? Oh, well, you see, the thing is... Impey begins sounding very evasive once Lupin asks that question. What else is there, Impey? There aren't any other ships in the air. We look at each other with puzzled looks. Impey clears his throat with a strangely calm demeanor. Ahem. Yes, cough. Engineer Victor will fill you in. A report from Victor? About what? Impey, the engine's going up in flames. There's nothing an amateur like me can do about it. Oh. I hate to tell you this, but the engine's completely burned out, which means we're going down. As if proving Victor right, we hear a roar and the ship begins to shudder. What's this? HMS Princess and servants seems to be unable to recover from their battle damage. Can they reach the finish line before they crash? They're racing neck and neck with death. The battle isn't over yet. The excitement of the announcer's voice only increases our anxiety. Impey... Don't look at me like that! You're our goddess of victory, right on board! Just leave the rest to me! The airship is losing speed and lift, and has been falling towards the ground at a rapid pace. We pass through the clouds, and the ground begins to get closer and closer. I see it! I see the goal, Impey! Right! Let's get this dramatic, dynamic, fantastic emergency landing started! Oh man, I guess all we can do now is trust in you, Impey. I don't have much faith in you, but there's nothing I can do. This is thrilling. What I would give for a nice cup of tea right now. Count, You're completely unflappable. It looks like the HMS Princess and servants are going to try for an emergency landing on the finish line. No, what's this? This isn't an emergency landing. It's a crash landing. Ladies and gentlemen near the goal, I urge you to run. Run! The ground is right in front of us. Impey, I believe in you. Those words give me all the strength I need. Come on, baby, go! Impey wrestles with the steering column to control the airship. Then... in the end, the airship was completely wrecked, and it would never fly again. But we made it to the finish line despite being covered in soot. We received a trophy and Father's writings as the grand prize. Many people shouted and cheered for us. I can't wait for the CG. It's still my favorite. Once things have settled down a little, we have a commemorative picture taken. It's like, because it's that first memory that we got when we did, we're like, oh, I mean, I love all the individual CGs of the guys, like, right? But this one is just everyone together, and like, even Van Helsing looks, and it warms the cockles of my frozen dead heart. All right, everybody, get closer. You, Sourpuss with the glasses, try cheering up a little, huh? You won! Well, like this. We finally got him to smile. That crash earlier was definitely refreshing. Events that lighten the mood are always welcome. How was that possibly refreshing? I thought we were going to die. As the others talk amongst themselves, I stare at the collection of Father's works that we had been given. So these were handwritten by Father. Good going. We're one step closer to curing you of your poison. Yes, thank you. I smile up at Impey. He looks surprised, then averts his eyes for some reason. What's the matter? It's just, I felt that all the effort was worth it if I got to see a cute smile like that. I have a cute smile? Really? Of course. Super cute. Put it away. Oh, you with the long hair. Nice smile. You with the glasses. You've got to do it like him. Quit wrinkling your brow. Ugh. Can't believe somebody's telling me to be more like Impey. This is a commemorative photograph now. Everyone, I want to see your best smiles. Here we go, everybody. Watch the birdie. Look at Van Helsing's precious face. No way, come back. Oh, come on. I just want to stare at that longer. Oh, guys, nobody understands the truth. Understands. That picture is the best. I hear birds chirping through the window. I know I'm dreaming. This awful dream. I can only remember when I'm in the dream. In the brief moment before I fall into deep sleep, I feel traces of distant memory. What good would knowing the truth do? Why did I ever decide to pursue the truth? See, she remembers that lab, like it flashed in her memory. I wish I'd never found out. It's weird that there's just cages hanging from the ceiling. I wish I could remain oblivious. You must never know love. I hear voices. My beloved daughter. They call out, talking over one another, eating away at my thoughts. My arm! My arm! It should have been you who died instead of Mama! The embodiment of evil! The voices. You will lead the people from God's cradle. I'm drowning in them. I can't breathe. To the expansive world of knowledge. The world crumbles away from me, and all I see is pitch black darkness. Then, silence. Only in this dream am I able to pick up pieces of my memory from my subconscious. Then I regret picking these pieces up. I always, always regret it. I end each dream by praying, when I wake up tomorrow, please let me forget everything I've learned. I see a familiar scene. I'm lying in bed in the mansion. I feel like I've been dreaming, but I can't remember what it was. It just feels like there's a gritty residue in the depths of my heart. I put my hand up to block the moonlight. My hand, wrapped in a glove, even when I sleep, feels so heavy for some reason. The next day, we're going to the location where Father is said to have been performing research to create the horologium. Luckily for us, the collection of Father's work we obtained at the Black Gathering had information on the research facility. What's this? Did you find something? Yes, it's about the facility Isaac was using. We're in luck. With this, we can go directly there. Oh, well, well. All the trouble you went through to win that certainly seems worth it. Using the documents, we were able to determine the location of the laboratory. Father's secrets and my memory, things we had no clue about until now. Soon we'll have answers to so many questions. I should be happy. We might even find information leading us to find how to fix this poison problem. But why? A feeling of dread as thick and sticky as mud slowly fills my chest. This feeling has been keeping me from sleeping, and that night I aimlessly head to the garden instead of going to bed. The sky above is bright with stars, and a soft night breeze brushes my cheek. The night is so peaceful, and yet my heart is so restless. That's quite a dark expression you have there. I look up to find Saint Germain standing nearby with his usual graceful, soft smile. Stabby McPrettyface. Did I look that sad? Yes, quite. It was like you were the protagonist of a tragedy, mourning the end of the world. It was that bad. At least, it seemed that way to me. Is something bothering you? You can tell me what's on your mind, if you don't mind sharing this with this old man. Old, yeah. Saint Germain, well, I mean, he kind of is, but Saint Germain's voice is kind, and he takes a seat next to me. Nothing's bothering me. I was just thinking tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow we'll know everything. And for some reason, that's making my heart ache. This inexplicable pressure in my chest is making me anxious. I hug my arms tight around myself without realizing what I'm doing. Tomorrow, you're right. We will be heading for the secret laboratory of the infamous Isaac Beckford. There's no telling what's waiting for us there. Yes, the place where Father was. What meaning does a place like that hold for me? I feel happiness and anticipation, but mixed in with these emotions is a tiny bit of fear. The fear of knowing. The fear of discovering something. I understand why you would be nervous, but Miss Spacey, perhaps you could think of it this way. We might find something, but then again, we might not. We may learn the whole truth or find nothing at all. Will this place hold any useful information? We might go there just to discover the place is filled with junk. What are you saying? That worrying about it isn't going to change anything. That's all. Nobody knows if we'll ultimately learn how to rid your body of that poison or discover the past you've lost. But there is no reason for you to be scared. You won't be going there alone. I'm not alone. That's right. Don't you have several friends whom you can rely on and trust? Strangely, Saint Germain's words give my heart some energy. Friends. Are you going to come too? If you wish. Myself, you, Lupin, Van Helsing, Victor, and Impey. I think I like all of you. I would like to see what answers you arrive at with my own eyes. You think you like us? I mean, you're talking about your own feelings, but you think? Ah, I see. Yes, that may have been a poor choice of words. I often have difficulty determining what my own emotions are. Affection, admiration, well, how can I explain it? Like, I basically turned all my feelings off a long time ago, 'cause, plague. It really is strange. I'm trying to talk about myself, but I can't even tell how I'm feeling. For a moment, Saint Germain looks sad as he says this. I shake my head gently. And see, and it's these little things because you're reading it and you're like, okay, don't get what he's saying. And now we know. I like reading it at the very end again to get all those little nuances that you kind of lost before, you know, until you go down their paths, you don't realize. And now we know everything about him now. And now we read this and we're like, okay, it makes sense. Like, it's not just like, okay, this is randomly weird. I'm sure there's a point, but I don't get it. You know, like, no, it's fine. I understand how you feel a little bit. Sometimes I can't tell how I'm feeling either. It's very comforting to know that, Miss Spacey. The calm sky is vast and silent. The sounds of the night are cold and lonely. They make me look down again. I guess what I mean to say is, it's not that easy to switch gears. Yeah. My body harbors a poison that makes everything I touch rot. 2 years ago, when I first woke up, it should have been you who died instead of Mama! Monster. What's the matter? What is this monster you speak of? He's like, how did you know? I mean, what? What? So I just scared my bird. We were talking so quietly and I got loud and he got scared. Sorry. He was like, oh my God, I was napping. Probably. Back before I met all of you, when I was alone in the mansion, that's what I was called. That's why I can't rid myself of this dread. Everything about me will be revealed. Could that mean that I'll be proven to be some kind of bizarre monster? Yes, sort of. Foreshadowing. When I think of this, it makes me feel afraid of tomorrow. I'm afraid to find out too much. I see. A monster. Saint Germain suddenly narrows his eyes. Wait, they can't get any more narrow. I mean, come on. And stares at me. If it's all right with you, would you mind telling me about it? Why you were called a monster? Why? I feel the time is nearing when we will have to ascertain the truth. Ascertain? Yes, everything is likely to change tomorrow. We will be heading down a path to the truth. And that will surely change the relationships between us. Before that happens, Miss Spacey, I would like to know more about you. Saint Germain says this so sincerely. It's as if he knows what's going to happen tomorrow. I want to hear it from your mouth, in your voice, and in your words. He does know, because sort of, so. Tell me about you, your life. See, he already is like, I like you, and I didn't want to stab you, and that's why I feel good, and I want to know, you know what I mean? Like, this is his little, like, I should have stabbed you, like, a long time ago, but I don't, so I'm just, like, really curious about you, and I'm just gonna pretend that it's that, not because I'm kind of in love with you, you know, that's why I didn't get stabby with us. Anyway, my voice is faint, as if every word is barely being squeezed out. This is the story of a girl. How the girl who rots and melts everything she touched became known as a monster. This takes place 2 years ago. The mansion in Wales, that's where I wake up. I have no memory from before this, but for some reason I understand that this is my home. No one lives in the mansion aside from me. There's a letter in one of the rooms. It's a letter from Father. My dear, dear father. My loving father, who's the only thing that remains of my lost memories. When I read the letter, it's almost as if I can hear his voice. Be good to my back. I'll be sure to go to meet you. Be good to my back, dear my most precious girl. That's bad translation right there. Like, I'll be sure to go to meet you. Okay, be good to my back. I'm sure that's supposed to be like, be good until I'm back. My dear, most precious girl, something like that, I'm assuming. I mean, yeah. Spacey, my beloved daughter, if you are reading this, then you have awakened from your long sleep. I hope you can forgive me for leaving you alone. There is something I must do. I want you to remain in this mansion and wait for my return. You must not leave this mansion. You need to stay here. The outside world is filled with danger and sadness. I don't want you to know such things. I promise I will come back for you. Please stay in this mansion, my dear girl, who I love most in all the world. And see, that's why Finis hates us. He promised me in that letter. I never doubt it. It isn't an emotional decision. I merely accept it as truth. Thinking back, the way I felt and thought about the world, my feelings were so much dimmer back then. For a while, I spent my days alone in the mansion. I have everything I need, but one day, I hear voices. Playful voices from children who live outside the mansion. They say that the mansion is haunted, and that they're going to have an adventure and explore it. The children sound like they're having so much fun. I have the urge to see them, and I make the mistake of going outside. Oh! I just went out for a peek, but one of the children catches sight of me, and they all run off. I notice that one of the children has dropped a doll. Oh, wait! I run after the children. I want to tell them about the doll, and I probably want to hear more of their voices. I chase after the children, out of the forest and onto a wide country road. There are a few people here, and they look at me in surprise. One of the children pokes his head out from behind an adult and says that I came out of the haunted mansion. I work up the courage to speak to them, but... Monster. Ah! I feel a sudden jolt of pain and realize that someone had hit me with a rock. It takes me a while to comprehend why they would do such a thing. I see they're all staring at something, and I follow their gaze to find the answer. My feet. I was too caught up in chasing after the children, and I hadn't noticed when I'd lost a shoe when tripping over a tree root. I felt no pain and didn't think I needed it. Now I knew why I should have gone back. Rocks, grass, flowers. Everything I'd stepped on had been turned into a dark, mud-like mush by my poison. She's a monster. The embodiment of evil. The drought's her fault. Monster. They continue to shout at me with a terrifying gleam in their eyes. But yet here's the thing. They know where the haunted mansion is, right? Why don't they just burn it down? Like, she ends up going back and it's fine. They just burn the damn place down. Like, I mean, they're crazy villagers. That's what they do, right? Anyway. They continue to shout at me with a terrifying gleam in their eyes. Grab her! Take her to the priest! One man reaches for my face, his face twisted with rage. Then, with a scream and a flash of blood-scented steam, his skin burns and begins to melt away. Alarmed, I start to run back the way I came. Yeah, because that's my fault because you grabbed my face, you dickhole. I run with all my might. I must have run for half a day. But no matter how far I go, the plants in my path all die, so it's completely obvious which way I've gone. I had run in a direction different from the way back to the mansion. I didn't have any plan in mind. I was simply running as hard as I could when... Whoa! I see a woman. It looks like she's picking medicinal herbs in the forest. Oh, you surprised me. Where did you come from? I haven't seen you around before. As she speaks, the plants around me continue to wither. I sense that she's noticed it and try to flee once more. Wait a moment. Your foot is bleeding. Huh? Stay away! I stopped her just in time, before she could reach for my bare foot. I recall what happened to the man earlier, and glare at the woman, hoping to threaten her into leaving me alone. Even as I stand there, the ground beneath me gives off faint steam as it continues to rot from my poison. I slowly back away, sliding my feet along the ground. I don't turn and run, because I feel that I shouldn't let her out of my sight. Wait. However, the woman in front of me doesn't show any indication of chasing me. Instead, she quietly calls out to me, "You're in trouble, aren't you? I can keep you safe. Come with me to my home." Why? It's simple. You're being chased by someone. I can't turn a blind eye to that. My name is Elaine. I live out here in the forest, picking herbs. All right. Let's go across the rocks. You'll be found in no time if you leave a trail of dead grass. But you want to get away, don't you? Let me help you. Elaine lived with a small child named Eddie in a small cabin in the woods. She made a living using the medicine from the surrounding areas and selling it. I decided to help her as much as I can, as a show of thanks for helping me. In the beginning, it's difficult to get by because I had lost my shoe, but Elaine found it for me in the forest. My first plan is to return to the mansion once the villagers have given up on chasing me. But one day, the local clergyman came to Elaine's home.
"Excuse me, have you seen a young girl pass by here recently?"
Aside from my daughter, I haven't seen any young girls.
"I see. If you do see her, please let me know. That creature is not human. It's an accursed monster."
Monster. I remember the feeling of the stone hitting me, and even in my hiding spot, I flinch.
"The monster caught us off guard by taking the form of a young girl and delivered a grave injury against a pious believer."
Goddamn religious crazy people.
"The drought continues, and the people are only getting worse off. The recent plague is likely the work of this beast as well."
It's funny, because she's like, "He blamed me for the plague," and St. Germain's over there like, blink, 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 blink. Sorry, that was my fault. That was my bad. Like, he's like, yeah, that was... We in this together, girlfriend. That was my fault. You caused the drought. Well, you didn't cause the drought either, but that was probably my fault too. Like,
it's all this monster's fault. If we can destroy it, surely everything will be set right again.
Yeah, because that's how it works. I'm not a dragon burning your fucking crops, you asshole.
This must be a test from God. We must work up our courage and defeat it.
Crazy ass. A test from God, you say?
Yes. The monster will try to get you to trust it through nefarious means. I urge you to be careful and have faith. Those who open their hearts to the cursed monster will become cursed themselves.
Kinda true. But only because the religious zealot nutbags stuff us in a cave together and force that death on Elaine. It's really not our fault, it's theirs. I'm just saying. I mean, yes, it's our poison that killed her, but it wasn't our choice to be jammed in a cave and kill her. It was their choice to force that into being. So I'm just saying. Buttholes. With that, the man who called himself a clergyman leaves. You can come out now. Eddie and I quietly come out from the shadows. Those people are scary. I know. You don't need to worry about it. There's been a drought recently. We're all having trouble getting enough food. Now there's some epidemic going around. Everyone wishes there was some simple thing to be blamed for all the recent misfortunes, but this isn't your fault. I am... There's no need for you to tremble like that. You just stay right here. But isn't that going to cause problems for you? You help me take care of Eddie, don't you? You also help me make the medicine. You can stay here as long as you wish. That's right! Stay here with us! I'm so happy they've accepted me. It's the first time someone has ever looked out for me, protected me since I woke up. I love seeing the expression on Elaine's face when she puts Eddie to sleep. Hearing her sing a lullaby stirs something like an emotion in my heart. My promise to Father is still important to me, of course, but I'm sorry, Father. I can't go back to the mansion now. I have to stay with these people. If I leave, I'll be captured. That's what I tell myself. Staying with them made me happy. Another month passes by.
Just as I'd thought. The monster's lair is poorly constructed. It burns well.
Our home? Mama, I'm scared. It's all right. It's all right. All of you, what's the meaning of this? Elaine shouts at the men who surround us. They had found me.
I warned you before. Those who become corrupted by the monster's influence become monsters themselves. God has no mercy for you. Neither will we, his disciples.
Goddamn religious nutbags.
You monster! Show yourself!
They released the hunting dogs they had brought, and they bound forward, snarling. Elaine and Eddie quiver in fear as the sharp fangs grow closer. I quickly step forward to protect them. Stop! Go away! The dog's teeth close over my flesh. However...
Well, what's happening to the dogs? She's melted their heads! She truly is a monster! She's behind everything that's happened to us! The drought, the starvation, all of it!
How could you? How could you ruin all the wheat we've worked so hard to grow? It's my fault? Is it because I'm a monster?
Of course, you fiend! You'll pay for this with your life!
Someone hits me with a thrown stone, but the words they throw at me hurt even more.
You were sent by the devil!
Someone else throws another rock, but instead of hitting me, it hits Elaine's face as she steps forward. Elaine! You need to stop this. She doesn't even bother to wipe the blood streaming from her brow as she continues. Have you lost your minds? Calling this young girl a monster? Throwing stones at her and accusing her? Yes, she's different. She has a strange power the rest of us don't have. So what's the matter with that? How can she be a monster? If she truly was a creature of evil, she would have killed you all on the spot. Do you honestly believe that this kind of girl is a monster that caused all the misfortune you people have suffered? The villagers seem to be taken aback by Elaine's harsh questions, and a bit unsure of themselves.
Fine. This is how we'll handle you. You will be imprisoned in a cave for 13 days. The monster will be sure to show its true form during that time and kill you. If she doesn't, we will admit our mistake and promise to accept this monster into our community. However, if we discover it has killed you, we will kill the monster as well.
Fine, but not my daughter, just me.
Very well.
Although Eddie protests, she is told to go to a nearby village to stay with relatives, and we promise we'll come back for her. I know that they didn't want to put Eddie in there so she doesn't kill a child, but I mean, it's almost like, you kind of wish she had, because poor Eddie's going to be all... Spacey can't handle it. Spacey's going to weep. I mean, it's just cruel, so poor Eddie gets mad. I mean, that hurts more than poor Eddie dying, right? Or hating us for killing her mother. Spoiler alert! We've already done this. After that, Elaine and I are imprisoned in a dark cave. The cramped, damp cave is strangely cold, and being inside unsettles me. I love these. I want a little Elaine doll. I do. I want these little dolls so bad. A little Cardia doll, Spacey, and a little Elaine doll. I want them. Why don't they exist? I actually want all little, the little plushies. I want all of them. All the boys, everything looking just like this with the button eyes. It's fucking adorable. I'm sorry, Elaine. This is all my fault. It's fine. You've done nothing wrong, and these folks probably aren't bad people. When we need to place blame on something, it's because the world isn't working the way we would like it to. It's only 13 days. We have food and water too. If we stretch it, we'll get through this, right? Elaine tries to lift my spirits. She's probably worried about Eddie, but she doesn't show any signs of it. I feel bad, but in a way it makes me happy to have someone care about me this much. Elaine told me many things about her life. The secrets of collecting herbs and how to make traditional medicines with them, how to prepare tasty meals, when she first met her lover, her marriage, Eddie's birth, the death of her husband, meeting me. As she tells me all this, her words flow on and on, as if she's looking back on her entire life in order to tell me about her. She talks all morning, noon, and night, though it's hard to tell the time in the constant darkness of the cave. 13 days seems like a vast, never-ending span of time. However, time keeps moving whether we want it to or not. It was time that ate away at Elaine's body. Are those her teeth or something on the ground? It's gross. What's the matter, Elaine? It's nothing. Her voice sounds strained. She speaks less and less, and her coughing fits are more often. Could it be... The reason was obvious. The poison within me is powerful enough to kill grass and flowers around me just by standing on them. Elaine has been trapped in an enclosed space with me for days and days. Her body is gradually withering away because of the poison buildup in the air. Elaine, it's my poison that's doing this to you. I mean, okay, if there was no way, no ventilation at all, like no way for air to get in or out of the cave, so no way for the poison to get out, we'd suffocate before this happened. I mean, I'm assuming it's just like even the air getting in and out, it's going to be, it's not enough to vent enough of the poison, but it's still like, there's no ventilation. Well, you'd be dead. You'd have suffocated. That's all I'm saying. It's my poison that's doing this to you. It's fine. It's not the poison. It's my own illness. It has to be. It can't be. She was so full of life until we were sealed in this cave together. The woman in front of me almost looks like an entirely different person. Let's just stay put, all right? When they let us out, I'm going to laugh and tell them nothing happened. I'm moved by her frail smile. Is this how she's going to die? I feel the fear spreading within my heart. I raise my voice and begin to pound against the large stone blocking the exit. Let us out! Let us out of here! It's Elaine! She's going to die! But nothing changes. It's a very large rock. Perhaps they can't even hear my voice. I quickly take my gloves off and press my bare hands against the stone. The poison destroys everything. I should be able to melt through this rock and get outside. I press my hands harder and harder, scraping away the melting stones, slowly gouging away through the barrier. You know what? Just get naked and brush your whole body up against it. Hang in there, Elaine. I'm going to save you, I promise. She sounds so weak. I want to help, but I can't approach her because the very thing killing her is coming from my own body. Darkness seems much thicker and more overpowering than when we were first imprisoned in the cave. Her breathing becomes ragged and sounds unbelievably frail. I'm not going to make it in time. When this thought hits me, I feel faint. I lean on the wall and slide to the floor. Elaine, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. Don't cry, Spacey. It'll all be over soon. Just hang in there a little longer. The rock might still break. I'm fine. But there's no way to save her. I'm not going to make it. She's going to die, and it's all because of me. It's all right. We'll all leave here and live happily together, like before. You, me, and Eddie. Elaine. I stand up and place my hands on the rock again. The stone slowly crumbles away. Too slowly. We're already at an hour, and I wanted to finish her back. I really wanted to finish the story before we wrap this part up, just so we can like end on a sad note. We don't have to start on a sad note. But we have still quite a little bit of this to go, you know. So it might only be like 5 minutes, but still, I don't want to push it too long. So I'm gonna wrap this up here, and we'll just be sad today, and we'll be sad tomorrow when we start the next part. So. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.